Hello, and welcome to something different, in which we're doing something a bit different today. Obviously, it's a different day that we normally stream as well. But as you can see at the side of me, and also as you can see by the thumbnail as well, we're going to be doing some part works builds of the Fanhome Dodge Charger. Now, I do have quite a few issues to do, and I thought to myself, instead of actually recording them and then putting them later on in the future, I'll just do a live stream and build them on to what we've got. Now, everything will be back to normal again from tomorrow, because I'll be carrying on with the Lego build that I'm doing. But obviously today is just a bit of a one-off to see how things go and catch up on where I am on the Dodge Charger as well. So yes, before we crack on, if you want to support us by this channel as well, obviously all the proceeds will also help out with something like this. Head over to patreon.com/JCBricksandBuilds, where, like I said, all the proceeds that are made to go back into the channel itself for making content and all sorts of other stuff. So anyways, let's crack on and go into chat. So first off is Kevin Stevens saying, afternoon James. So afternoon Kevin, hope all is well and thank you for coming in. And we have Ross in at Sconmore Ninja saying, afternoon T Winky. Now Ross, not going to start that one again, but anyways, afternoon mate, and hope everything is all right with you as well, buddy. So yeah, Kevin saying hi to Ross, and William over at Dorkosaurus is in saying, good morning James, Ross and Kevin. Isn't there a giveaway, or did he already do that? There is a giveaway. I haven't done it as yet, but there will be the winner announced in tomorrow's stream. So what I will do is I will post the link into that one. There we go. So that is the stream that you have to comment on. And if you don't know what the question was, is in order to win, the giveaway was to the fact that which South American country still actively uses the M3 Stuart, and you have to answer it correctly in order to be entered into the giveaway. Okay, so we then have Kevin saying hello to William, and then we've got William saying, I'm back, coffee in hand, no worries. And then there's me posting the link in for the stream that you need to comment on as well. So we shall move over to down cam. There we go. So everything's going to have to be a little bit closer today on the camera. So we've got this big old thing here, and we've got 8 magazines to pretty much build up to and carry on. So as far as I can see, we're doing a little bit of the engine bay, and then we're going to be doing the side panelings and things like that. So yeah, Kevin saying, did you get the sparkle out this morning? Looking very shiny. No, this is kept in my cabinet with all my die casts that I have. So yeah, I've not even needed to give this a dust at all, which is quite a good thing, really. There's a bit of a nub there, I think, which is part of the windscreen. But yes, it is very shiny. So yeah, it is very heavy as well. So, but yeah, as you can see, it's very, very shiny indeed. So yes, now we do have, if I move that one out, move this out of the way, because obviously I've got to have to split it into 2 parts on here. So we have all 8 issues. So we're going from issue 75 right the way through to 82. So there's going to be a lot of the body work and stuff to do into that in these lot of magazines. So Kevin saying, I meant your forehead, buddy. Oh well, yeah. got to keep that one on a shine, you see. So we'll crack on, and we shall get the first parts out and things. So we will go through everything. Obviously you need a knife to cut the bags up. So we'll get that sorted out. Now we don't need this just yet. There's a bit of a metal piece there by the sounds of it. So what we need to do is, I'm trying to move that so we then got everything in place. Now we've got the stage for the boot panels and the fuel hose, but we first to start off with, we're doing the ignition coil. So it's going to be an interesting job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that in that angle. I think that should be okay. So what we need to do is bring this over. So we're then working on this little area here, and we have okay, so there's a CM screw or something that we need to take out, isn't there? Yes, there is. So what we need to do is, we've got this, which I've already pre-built from beforehand, and there's a CM screw just at the bottom, and then all we need to do is take out the CM screw, there we go. So that's that out of the way. And what we need to do is obviously break one of these little pieces off that's here. So we're then left with this little black piece on the part here, as you can see. Oh, just about see it there. That goes into the distributor. So what we need to do is, the part here, we've got a little notch there, and we then put that with a KM screw where we placed or took the CM screw out. So let's get the CM screw. William saying, Google's so stupid, he gave me a different answer last week when I Googled it than this morning. Oh, that's not good then. Right, so what we need to do, if I can, I'll just make a start on the screw in that hole first. There we go. And then what we should be able to do is slide that. No, I need to bring that back up slightly. There we go. And then what we can do is just tighten that up. To what it should be. Oh, that's come out again. There we go. So that's that in place. So we then got this little bit here, and all we need to do is, in the center of the distributor, we then get that pin, and then we just place that into where it was. Like so. And there we go. So that now fits into there. William says, that's what she said. Yeah, definitely. So now that completes what we need to do for the engine bay. So what I will do now is, if I can, because we don't need that for the rest of these issues, I will move the body off of where it is, and I shall move this down here without dropping it, of course. There we go. So move that down there. Oh, I know what else we need. We do need something else. We need the cloth because we then need to tip this upside down as well. So William saying, I was also thinking today was Saturday. Yes, I know it was a bit of a thing because it may confuse people. But like I said, it's just a case of I needed to crack on and get this bit done, this lot started. And I thought, because I've had other things jump in the way, I will do a live stream. So yeah. Right, so what we then do is then place this down, and we've then got the body. So we tilt the body that way. And then what we then do is, where are we? We then need to get the body, and we've got the fuel hose, which is in here. Also, by the looks of it, we don't actually need to flip this up just yet because the screw goes from underneath as well. So we've got the fuel hose there. Kevin saying, easily done, William. When you're at home all day, they all seem the same. Yep, that is very true. So I'll bring this back over to one side. I don't think I can do it on one side though. Right, so how am I going to do this? This is going to be William saying, if that was mine, I'd have to repaint it black. Is so boring. Yeah, I mean, this is only because it's a Fast and Furious one. If it was any other Dodge Charger, then I wouldn't have probably got it anyways. But yeah, so we then put that to one side, making sure. Oh, so we've got the screw that goes into there. So it's proving a bit difficult actually. I think I might be able to do that a different way. I'm not too sure. Okay. So what I'll have to do, and William saying, Kevin, you are very right. Plus, I just woke up. Yeah, that's very true. So that's not. So if we start that off like so. Okay, and then that has then got to go in a certain position. So I'll then position that to what it should be. There we go. And then that is tightened up. So then we've got the fuel hose that's underneath. Oh, without dropping the car, of course. So there we go. We haven't damaged it, luckily. So obviously this is the first that I've done something like this on a live stream, so yeah, could be very interesting. Okay, so what we then do is over this side, so move the cloth over, we've then got this piece here, left boot panel, and that will then attach onto the inside of here. And then what we do is we then flip that round to then attach these SM screws. So there are 5 screws to then attach. So we get the 5 screws out, and these are flanged screws, flanged like that, as you can see, just about see. So we start them off. That's one. We have 3 people in. Thank you for those who have come in as well. It's much appreciated. I know it's a bit of a impromptu stream. I know it's a bit of a surprise, but yeah, remember to drop a thumbs up as well. Hang on, that one's... Okay, so there's that one. Then we want the next one, which is, we try and aim that there. There we go. So the next screw is just to the side here. So that'll pull that in. And then we've got the next 2. We've got the one that goes onto here like so. And then the final one will then do that screw there. We need to make sure that is putting that on there. There we go. Okay, so we've got all the 5 screws on, and that completes that stage. So we've already completed that one. So we can move this over to one side again and grab the next issue. So issue 76. Yep. So we are doing the rear body panels, and then we're just fitting them on the inside. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. And fitting them on the inside of the body frame. Okay, so that is pretty much it of that. We'll crack on and open this. There we are. So, of course, I've got to ask the questions as well. What is everyone up to? As well, how has everyone been? If you guys aren't up to much, what are the plans for the rest of the day? And also, what's in the belly and what's on the bench? There we go. Okay, so what we then need to do is do the same thing again. So these are plastic that we've got, and they have these little rivets on the edges that we've got. So we'll put the cloth down again. There we go. You have to be careful of that. William saying, is it a good looking car? Yes, it is a good looking car, yes. I do have a 1/18 scale version of it in diecast as well, which did cost me a fair bit of money, but yeah. Right, okay, so we've then got the which side are we doing? So we're doing that side. We're doing the left inner panel. So all we do is line these pieces up and then line them up with all the holes, like so. William saying, well, yesterday I went and saw the pulmonary doctor. Test results come back positive, which is a good thing, but still no closer to figuring out what's wrong with me. Well, on the good side, that is good, but yes, obviously they do need to sort of figure out what's happening, mate. But yeah, good things are happening though. That's the main thing. So we then attach all this lot with the 5 PP screws. So obviously, if the screw ends in P, that means it's going into plastic. If it ends in M, then it's going into metal. Okay, so we then got those ones there. That's that. And then we've got the other one. Ross is saying hi to Kevin. We've got Jackie over at Jacqueline Crociatin saying, afternoon everyone, I'm on my lunch break. Welcome, Jackie. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a good day at work as well. Ross saying, if you want a PP, go to the toilet, lol. Not that type. Not that desperate. Now. There we go. So that one goes onto there. And then that one goes onto there, like so. So then what we then do is we then flip this round and repeat the same again. William saying hi to Jackie, Jackie saying hi to William, and then Kevin saying, in some ways, yes, it is good, but I worry they don't know what's wrong, but hey ho, keep smiling, William. Yep, that's the main thing. Right, so we repeat the same process again with the right side inner panel. And then we get the other screws. William saying, I go back on the 12th to have some lab work done. Maybe that'll have some answers. Yes. Well, hopefully it all goes well, mate. That's the main thing. And fingers crossed for you, buddy. Okay. So that's those two done. So I know I have seen people use the screws for the metal ones going into the metal using some oil, but to be honest, I don't really see the need in using oil I know it helps the thread a little bit better, but as if you, I mean, if you don't use too much of a force on it, it should be all right. Kevin saying, are you feeling better, Ross? Is your mojo coming back? Yes. Hope all is well, mate. And there we go. So that is that stage done. Now that completes issue 76. And it says, a useful tip, remember that before permanently joining the 2 or more pieces, it is advisable to put them close to each other. See if they fit together without forcing them. Yes, that is very true. And Ross is saying mojo is returning slowly. Ah, that's good then, mate. Okay, so we need to put this to one side because we've only got a smaller one to do this time. A couple of parts and things like that. And we're assembling the fuel cap, and then we've got the rear left parking light to make up as well. So yes, but then we're just doing the light itself, or the cap itself. Kevin saying, be right back, got to refill the coffee bucket up. No worries, mate. So we get all these, well, not all of the parts out, but only the specific type of parts that we need. Okay, so what we then need is the bigger piece. These are all chrome. And Kevin saying, that's good, Ross. You soon be back to normal. Yep. And then we've got the fuel cap ring and the fuel cap base. And then what we need to do is flip that around to one side. So we've got the little slot in the center there. And then just line the pin up into there, like so. Then what we then do is we need to take the actual fuel cap itself, which is here, and then okay, so it then attach those two together like so, but then it doesn't actually show how to connect it. It doesn't actually tell you what to use. Now I'm imagining if it doesn't show it in the magazine here that I've got, no, so it doesn't actually show it. I would imagine that it's this screw here that we've got. Kevin, William saying Ross will never be normal, and Ross saying, what's normal? I know, James. So that puts normal out of the equation. Oh dear. Right, so that's what we need to do. Is if this is correct, even though it doesn't show it in the magazine, we need to get one of these RP screws, and then we basically put that into the hole of all the parts. There we go. William saying need more coffee, and Jackie saying okay, got to go back to work, speak later. No worries, Jackie. Hope you have a good day at work. And there we go. We've got the fuel cap that we can open and close. So that will then sit inside like so. So at the moment, because it's nothing to fit together properly, that is how it is. So then we've just got these few pieces here, which is for the rear light. So we'll put them to one side for the moment. And then we get the next magazine. So that's stage 77 complete. We need stage 78, which is a big piece, which is one of the rear panels. So we'll grab that out here. Okay. So we've got the screws outside of the bag here, look. So when you open these, obviously be careful. So that's a big bag there, that's emptied there. I'll move that to one side and then put those to there. Right, okay, so we've then got the rear left wing, and then a load of screws. So we've got AP, AM and DM screws. So what we are doing first is we take everything out of here. William's saying to buy a jacket. So we then grab hold of that, and of course this is metal as well. There we go. And then what we then do is we need, from the last stage, is the parking light frame, which is this chrome piece, this chrome frame type piece. That will then go on the inside of here. Yep, there we go. So we've got that bit there. So we've got the chrome piece inside there. Then we need these other two pieces here. We then need the clear red piece that will go on top of that. And then the last piece is the actual main plate that goes on top. And that is attached with two DM screws, and these are small flange screws. So we get the first one started, and then once that's complete, once we've got the other one in, we can then go back and tighten the other ones up. Okay. And there we go. So we flip that over now, and as you can see, we now got the light itself. So to give that a bit of a wipe there. What we then do next is we get the fuel cap and two AP screws. And the fuel cap itself will go on the top here, where we've got two holes and then a locating pin. So we've got our locating hole. So we've got the locating pin that goes into there. That will sit in there like so. So try and connect it all up properly. Try and get the pin in. There we go. So we've got the pin in there. And then got the first screw in place. And then the second screw. Okay. That is that in place. And then what we can do is open the fuel cap up like that and then close it up again. So that is that section complete. So move that out of the way. And then what we need to do is bring that to one side. Look, we then need to bring this back over because we are going to be working on the body itself, and then we're attaching this to the back part here. So I'm going to have to empty the bag of AM screws. We'll take some out. There we go. Line everything up into position where it should all be fairly easy. There we go. And then we are lining all that up and attaching all that with AM screws. So try and keep the body in position. There we go. So that's the first one on. I have to be very, very careful with this as well, not to knock it or anything like that. Okay. Okay, so that one won't go in there. I'll sort that one out in a minute. So we've got quite a few screws for this to go to connect. That's that one. There we are. So we've got 1, 2, 3 done so far. So it's 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. And then we've got the other ones that are going into here apparently. So there is a lot of these. According to the book. So I hope everyone is enjoying this. Like I said, it is something different compared to what I normally do on live streams. But I thought I'd give this a try and see what we can do out of this. There we go. That's that one. And the final one. There is one more that needs to go in, but for some reason that didn't want to connect at all. There we go. We'll try that one again and then see what happens. Because that is one of the ones that is holding the top part of the frame. Yeah, it's not wanting to go in for some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave that one, I think. Kevin saying, are you going to be able to lift the completed kit, James? That's going to be a real heavy beast. Yeah, I mean, I can still carry it. It is very heavy. But yeah, it's still, I'm still able to carry it, mate. No harm about that. So that is that stage complete. Apart from that one screw that goes into the top here, but then I don't think that really matters because we've got quite a few of the screws that go in there anyways. So we then crack on to the next stage. Crack on the next stage, and we are on issue 79 now. And there we go. So we've got 79 there. Doing the panels again. The right side boot panel. I think this is probably going to be weighing about 5 to 10 kilos once it's fully built and complete anyways. So yeah, it is quite a heavy thing. So another metal piece and the same again. So we just get the SM screws and things like that. So we don't need the book anymore because that will complete the next stage. So I will bring that over again and then get that all in place. So it's the same thing. There we go. So we get the screws. Kevin saying, cool, it's coming on nicely. Yes. I mean, I think I've still got another quite a few months left to go on this anyways. So, yeah. But she's definitely coming on very nicely. Okay, for some reason that's a bit out of shape. Not too sure as to why that is connecting like that. Yeah. So get this one in first, I think. Get this middle one. Like so. There we go. So that one is that one connected. And then we get the next slot. Get the next screw, we put that one in back into the first one that we put. And then we've got 2 more to go. There we are. Ross says, I'm sure if he asks Alicia nicely, she will carry it for him. Oh no, she won't carry this. She's already said she will never pick anything up like this. She's too afraid of breaking it. And there we go. So that then completes that. Bring that back over to one side. And then we get issue 80. And we are doing the other rear panel. And then putting the rear light pieces in as well. Okay, so it's another big part again. Okay, so remember that the screws are in the bottom of the actual bag, not in the box. Not in the box itself. There we go. So we then grab this out. And then we grab all these little parts as well. There we go. Okay, so we then just basically repeat the same process again, which we did on the last one. So we put the plate, chrome plate in first, then the clear red, and then we do the chrome plate or the flat plate on top of that and attach it with the 2 DM screws. So then get that, put that in line all that lot up. So just do that up tight slightly. And then there we go. So that is that attached, making sure that the screws are done tight. And then we've got we're just basically fitting the rear body panel on. There we go. So just move that to one side again. Bring this over. And then we're doing everything on this side. So I'll bring that round this way this time. There we are. Move that to one side. Ross says, asking for a friend, James. Once completed, is this going to be your daily runabout? If this was life size, then this would be a nice car to actually drive around. But yeah. Right, okay. And of course, that is the question as well. if anyone had the money, if you had the money to buy it, what would your dream car be? So that's got to line up. But it's not lining up with that part there. Okay. That's not right. There we are. That is Ross saying that is almost life size to you, lol. No, it isn't. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to wind me up. There we go. So we've got the first one in there. There we go. So we get them all in line. Get it all in line first, and then you're able to connect it all with no problem. The only problem is that I've got this fuel pipe that's in the way slightly. So when you do these screws, just be careful that you don't catch the fuel pipe itself. Okay, so that's another one that's not gonna line up properly. That's not, oh, no, that one's not lining up. So we shall leave that one for the moment. Kevin's saying, Ross doesn't have to try hard. You quite often take the bait. You only had to look at last night. Yeah. True. That is true, yeah. But then obviously with what I've been going through at the moment, it's just, yeah. There we go. Okay, so we can now get that. Okay, that one's tightened up. So we line that one up now. Right. So now we need to try and figure out why this part here is not attaching. go. That's gone in. There you go. There we are. So that then completes that stage. And that is both of the rear panels on and in position. We are now on the last couple of issues now. So we move this to one side again, because this is the next big piece that we need. There we go. So we then got all of that onto there. And the next piece that we are doing is the engine bay frame. Kevin saying you're a bit more awake today than yesterday, buddy. And yes, a very stressful week you've had. Yeah. Yes, I needed a lot more, should we say? But yeah. But anyways, we're doing the engine bay frame today, or in this one. So adding that to the actual body frame as well itself, and adding the screws in. So yeah, we can do that. So what we'll need to do is I'll bring this over to start off with, and this is a big piece. So we've got a big packet, a big box in here. And then I should take that out here, if I can get that part off. There we go. So it's all metal again. We have some FM and some QM screws. So move that to one side as well. And then what I will do is I will flip this over the way it should be to the correct position. There we go. And I'm trying to figure out on how I can do this one now. So what we need to do is it will just slide onto the top. It should just place onto the top there with one QM screw in the middle. So I'll just get the QM screws ready. Okay. And then flip that piece over. Make sure that it's all in line, of course. So there are grooves on this to slide this part down. So it will actually hold itself. That's pretty good. That's really good then. I do like that. And then we start with the first hole and screwing the QM screw in. There we go. So that's that one. And then we just get two more QM screws. Without getting the shakes, of course. That's that one. So for some reason, when I'm doing something like this, I do get slight shakes. There we go. And then what we then do is at the side here, which we've already see in the magazine, we've got the FM screws. We need 4 FM screws because we've got 2 to put on here and 2 to put in this side here. So that should, in theory, connect it all up there, but that one isn't connecting. Oh. Okay. So that goes into that one. That's not. Just the angle that you have to put these in isn't really good. Right, okay, so then we flip that over and then we do the same again for the last 2. So hopefully these ones go in a little bit better than the other 2. There we go. So they're not going all the way in, but as long as they go in and it holds it, that's the main thing. Okay, so I think that one is going in ever so slightly. There we go. So it's not going all the way in, but that's that done. So that completes. That now completes that stage, and that is pretty much the full body built, apart from the front fenders. Right, so we are then completing that. We then move this to one side because by the looks of it, we don't really need it anymore for this next stage, because all we have is a few parts to do in the next one. So we have the door. We're building up the door frame, parts of the door, and of course this is metal as well. Okay. Oh, flipped that over by accident. So we've got that, and now what we need to do is insert the lock. So it's just a small tiny part, okay, which is here, okay. A small chrome piece. By the looks of it, it's got a D-shaped pin on it, and then we just basically put it into there, and then that just push. That's basically a push fit, so it goes into there, and then that's what it would look like. We then grab the handle for the door, and then place that into position with a locating pin, and then we flip that over, and we've then got a AP screw to put into the back of that. Okay, so the back of the hole here, there we go. So we've got the door handle on there. So we put that to one side now because we don't need that just yet. We then grab hold of the arm, the mirror arm, and the mirror unit. Grab hold of that out there as well. So we don't need that. Okay. What we then do is get a CM screw. So the mirror arm is made out of metal, which is quite cool. And then we basically put those two together with the CM screw. So looks to go only one way by the looks of it. Goes there. Okay, so that doesn't want to go all the way in. So if I take the screw out, take that screw out, come on. There we go. I just use that to sort of make that thread in there. So it says CM screw, and that's what I'm using. But it doesn't seem to be the right type of screw. So I have no idea on that one at all. That's a bit strange. So it's just that's a bit weird. Let's try this one here. I don't know whether I can get this one going or not. So I can't really get a really good grip on that. So what I will do is attach that to the side there to then hopefully get that going as well. So what that is then done, I know that's going to be done next anyways. That's going to be attached by a DM screw. Right, okay. So get that put into place to start off with. Now then, there you go. We've got a bit more of a grip on it as well. Right, so we can get rid of that one and then get the one that we were already using. Grab hold of the mirror unit. Oh. So it's still a little bit on the loose side there. It's not actually attaching anything at all. There we go. So that is now attached. So we can just about move that, which is good. Right, okay. Now the next stage, the last bit, we've then got this mirror piece. And then just remove the reflective film. Or the protective film, sorry. And there we go. That goes into position like that. And there we are. So we've now got a door with a door mirror. And I think that is everything now complete. So yep, that is now complete. And that is all of the 8 issues finished for this one. So we can actually do a sort of a side test fit, and that's how the door would go. So bring that back over to here. That is how that would go there, like so. So what we can do as well is, if I can, bring the body back, bring the chassis back over, and then we'll basically put everything back together again. Okay. So, lift that up. And then we shall marry all of that lot up, like so. And there we are. That should, in theory, there you go. I think that is everything there. There we are. And there we go. So with the little pipe that I've put in there, that will obviously need gluing in there slightly, but that is everything complete and finished. So as you can see, that is all that complete. And then grab the door, and then the door will just sit on there quite happily, like so. And there we are. So yeah, that is that complete. Just notice that that bit will then need to be pushed back on there, so I will sort that out at some point. But yeah, that is that complete and everything done. So I will come back up to face cam, and there we go. So that is all the 8 issues done. I mean, it's only took us just under an hour and a half, which isn't too bad actually, considering that that's the sheer size of the actual car itself, and then we've got the rear that's looking like that. So yeah, I mean, it is quite heavy at the moment, but yeah, we've got the front front section to attach, which is upstairs, and we've got some other bits as well. So yeah, thank you for everyone that has took part and come in. It's been much appreciated. I hope you have enjoyed watching. I know it's something different, but it was a trial to see what we could do. So we could may possibly do it again in future. So like wait a couple of months and then get another 2 lots of magazines to do and things like that. So yeah, Kevin saying thanks James, it's no worries mate. Ross is saying, see, I was right, it is almost life size for you. Well, slightly. And then William saying cool. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Now later on tonight we do have Colin and Fox for the Friday Frolic at midnight, I think it is, over on Colin's channel over at Festa 67's workshop. Tomorrow morning from 11:45 we have Ross and Roran for the father and son Lego build, where Roran will be building the Optimus Prime, and I don't know what Ross will be doing, but I'm sure we'll find out. And then back to me again tomorrow at 1 PM, where we'll be carrying on with the Flying Scotsman. So once again, thank you everyone for coming in and watching. It's much appreciated, and don't see you beforehand. I will catch you on tomorrow's stream, in which we are doing the giveaway. We're announcing the winner as well. So if you haven't already, be sure to enter, post a comment into the stream where we announce the giveaway, and you can be entered into the giveaway. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and look after yourselves. Bye bye.